Hey guys, John Luxa here. So today I just wanted to take a minute to talk about the coronavirus. I haven't quite decided on the title of the video, but it's probably going to be something along the lines of how to weather the coronavirus. I am personally preparing for it. I do work at a hospital. I am anticipating being exposed or more than likely probably contracting the virus itself. So not looking forward to that. There's a lot of misinformation and stuff out there. I'm not going to address any of that. What I am going to address is potentially once you get it, what you do or how to deal with all the lockdown and stuff that we're basically going through now. So for me, I have my my little note sheet that I've made here about the quick bullet points. This is going to be a short video, hopefully. What you guys are going to be seeing is a little cat slideshow of Jack and Manny, who appear on my videos from time to time. So if you're feeling any anxiety or anything from all the media coverage, just focus more on them. And hopefully what I'm going to tell you will help calm you down as well. So the first thing, a lot of people are worrying about getting the virus. My philosophy is accept that you're probably going to get it. I know that sounds weird, but once you accept that, I'm not saying, don't wear gloves, don't wash your hands and stuff. Do all that stuff as normal. But focus more on the next step. Assume you're going to get it. That way you can just focus on, okay, now what do I do? It will actually help you focus and plan effectively. It'll decrease your stress as well because you're actively moving towards a goal as well. So it's a better way to get rid of worry. You can focus on the preparation instead of just avoiding it. And let's be real, most people live paycheck to paycheck. I think about half of America. Any kind of lockdowns that are going to get put into effect, people are going to need to go to work. They're going to need to eat, which means they're going to need to go get groceries and stuff. And eventually, it's contagious. It's highly likely you and me and everyone else will get exposed, and very possible that we will get sick as well. So it's better to just put our mental energy into what do we do once we get it, right? So my first point is plan ahead. And I say that as if plan like you're going camping for a pay period. A pay period could be 2 weeks, it could be 4 weeks, whatever you guys feel like doing. You need to be able to survive for a pay period, a couple of weeks, without being able to go out in case there is some sort of lockdown that's put into effect. What that basically means is you want shelf-stable foods and water. People, there's a huge thing on toilet paper. I don't quite understand that. I mean, you're going to need some, obviously, but if you run out, just jump in the shower and wipe your butt that way. You can't eat toilet paper. There's no need to buy a ton of it. Shelf-stable foods, a lot of people are getting, I went there today because people in my area have started to panic buy. So all the toiletries are gone. All of the multivitamins are gone. All of the baking supplies, for whatever reason, all the milk, eggs, sugar, oil, and flour, all that stuff is gone. A lot of canned stuff as well, but you can find some. People don't like pineapple, apparently, so there's plenty of canned pineapple for whatever reason. Peaches also, which is weird to me. But shelf-stable foods, if you have to, the candy aisle was totally untouched. If you have no other options, you can survive off candy and snacks like chips, nuts, beef jerky, whatever. None of that stuff was touched. Like I said, if you need to, if you are in a life or death survival situation, you can snack on whatever is available. Water, people are buying tons of water. All the bottled water and stuff seems to be gone, at least in my area for now. That said, don't panic. Don't panic because they are restocking it like daily or every other day. So it's unless you're in Flint, Michigan, you can drink out of the tap if required. My recommendation would actually be to get one of those water filters like a Brita or something like that. That way, plenty of water that you don't have to purchase from the store. It's cheaper and it's just as clean. You can always boil it also if you feel the need, right? So when you're stocking up, also pay attention to any vices you may have. Cigarettes, if you're a smoker, I'm not, but my vice would be alcohol or coffee. I have both. So those aren't on lockdown yet. They might be. They're starting to shut down all the bars in our area. So just something to be aware of. Um, Additionally, medicines. You know, if you're on any like heart medication or blood thinners or anything that you need, maybe contact your doctor's office. Get it ahead of time. It's not going to be a run like a panic buy, like what's going on now. But China's shut down. All the factories are shut down. Most medications are made, at least partially, in China. And so it might not be a bad idea to see if you can get like a 6-month supply or something ahead of time, because eventually, you know, when you need it, it doesn't come straight from China to your door. It's sitting in a warehouse somewhere ready to go to you. Those will get depleted, and then there might not be any for a while to replace them. So it might be worth getting medicines, right? By the way, I've mentioned it before, do not panic. Just breathe. Look at the cats. Or I guess they're over here. You know, just look at the cats, enjoy, just relax, try not to freak out. If you can't find any of this stuff, if you go there and the stores are completely sold out, try not to worry about it. There's other options. In my area, there's a lot of, there are some mom and pop shops. You can even try some of the foreign markets, right? Any of the Hispanic markets, any of the Asian markets, those probably aren't experiencing the panic buying that a lot of people are, right? So back to the main list. At least the last thing on my list, there might be others that I'm missing, and if that's true, then I apologize. But also consider pet food and litter, right? Because your animals need to eat and they need to go to the bathroom. So whatever needs, you know, toiletries also, but usually we don't run out of those real fast. If you anticipate, like if you're down to the last little bit of the toothpaste tube, you can always just pick one up. It's not super big. Those aren't going away like a lot of the other stuff is. And like I said, it's not going away for long. You know, normal supply chains, probably a couple days. So worst case scenario, you just run some water on your finger and just do like that. You know, take your fingernails and just pick whatever you need if you're out of floss. We have to do what we have to do to survive, and we probably will survive. Let's be fair, right? So if you do get sick, that's what I want to address next. Have a plan for if you do get sick. All of this is about planning. What can I do to plan and reduce the worry and the stress, right? So if you get sick, I have a couple things. One, pick a hospital before you do get sick. What hospital do you like? Which one is the best rated? Is there an infection control hospital around you? You know, is there something like that? Maybe make some calls. And if you do get sick, call ahead, because you don't want to just show up and then be like, no, we can't take you. We're out of beds. We're going to transfer you to a different hospital. Hospitals can be pretty filthy, especially in the ER where there's tons of other people. You don't want to get something from them either, right? So have a couple hospitals that you would prefer to go to if you do need to be hospitalized. Also have a plan for what you want to do with your animals. For me, if I get sick to the point where I have to go into the hospital, I'm going to put them in like a, you know, doggy daycare, kitty daycare, something like that. Kids, if you have any kids, same thing. Get a plan together for where they can go. Do they want to stay with a relative? What have you. Now, if you're sick and it's so bad, like everybody's sick, that the hospitals just say, hey, stay home, because some places are doing it. If it gets worse, they're going to start doing something called triage, which is they determine your priority of medical care based on you, right? So if you're an older person that has a lot of health issues, maybe they don't give you care. Maybe they give it to someone that has more years left to live, right? Maybe it's like, you've lived long enough. Sorry, right? I know it sounds cruel, but it's the realities of, you know, scarcity. You give it to the people that are most likely to survive in the long term. So if you have to stay home because you're sick, same thing. Don't necessarily, you can plan on having your animals with you then, but if you're going into the hospital, I wouldn't recommend it because, oh, hey, Joe, can you, feed my animals in my house that I was sick at, and maybe you're going to get sick by going there too? No, at least if you put them in a daycare or something, even if some of the people get sick, your pets will probably still be taken care of. Now, if you're at home, because that's where you're self-quarantining or whatever, then keep the animals with you. Do you want the kids to stay with you? I don't know. That's something you'll have to decide, but something to consider. That's why I'm saying plan ahead, right? Next thing you want to do is boost your immune system. Now, at my grocery store, all the vitamins were sold out, just about all of them. But you are going to want to boost your immune system. The Spanish flu, which people are comparing this to, that mostly killed young adults because it triggered, that whole cytokine storm, which is essentially almost like an allergic reaction that your immune system performs, right? So you have a flu, and then your body overexerts itself trying to fight it, and that's what kills them. Or at least that's what killed the people during the Spanish flu. With this, it doesn't seem to be doing that. It only seems to be, well, mostly older people. It could still happen. It just can. But more than likely, having a strong immune system is going to benefit you if you get sick. And maybe even beforehand. So what can we do to boost our immune systems? One, vitamins, which people have already bought all of. But if you need vitamins, at least where I went to, none of the fruit juice was touched. There was an entire aisle of fruit juice, all sitting there. That has a lot of vitamins in it, and typically it's also fortified because kids drink it and they want kids to have extra vitamins for when they grow. Nothing wrong with using that as a substitute. Probiotics, stuff like yogurt, kimchi, cream cheese, that has good bacteria that can help your body fight off any infections and stuff, because our immune system is, as they're discovering now, mostly gets its defenses from what you intake, right? Because that's also exposed to the outside. It's not just your skin. Apple cider vinegar might be useful. You could try it. I add it to my orange juice when I drink it. Just a tablespoon or two. I don't remember what it's supposed to do exactly. It's not quite a probiotic, but it's supposed to do something good. And who knows? It might work. It might not. It's not a bad thing to try, right? And the last thing, at least, that I can think of to boost your immune system is sleep, as well as reducing your stress, which is what planning, which is what this is all about, is going to help you with. Sleep is huge. Sleep is huge. Make sure you're getting proper sleep. Don't be staying up all night, having a bender. The bars are going to be shut down anyway, so it's not going to be too difficult to stay in. Just get some extra sleep. Take a nap. Go to bed early. Nothing wrong with feeling better, because you'll feel better. You'll be able to fight off the infection, the flu better, and overall things will be better. Keep looking at the cat pictures. They are adorable. And the last point that I have, let me take a sip of my coffee real fast. Delicious instant coffee. The last point is try not to worry, basically. Try not to plan. Like the planning is not about surviving societal collapse, right? That's the big thing. It's just a couple weeks while everybody freaks out and everyone gets locked down. Just being able to survive those couple weeks without having to go out and deal with the panic shoppers if it's already not too late in your area. Because if society does collapse, if we lose electrical, water, sewer, all the things that make our society turn, if those collapse, the whole society is gone. No one's going to make it. So don't worry about it, right? Don't worry about surviving the apocalypse. Just worry about surviving the most likely temporary lockdown. But that's it. That's all I have for today. I hope you guys got something out of this. It's not my intent to scare anybody. I didn't want to make this video, to be fair. I'd been thinking about it for a while, and then all of a sudden the panic buying in my area occurred, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should actually, because nobody's talking. Nobody's talking. Everyone's talking about the coronavirus, but nobody seems to really be saying anything of value aside from, wash your hands, don't touch your face, don't breathe on people. Most of the masks as well, you can wear them if it makes you feel better. It may actually help reduce your exposure, but don't count on it. It's not like a scuba system where you're totally cut off. And this thing is airborne. It's not droplet. It means it's like tuberculosis that'll pass through pretty much all masks, right? That's why they talk about the N95 masks or the P100 masks or the full respirators or whatever. The little yellow masks, they might help a little bit. Something's better than nothing, but the best thing you can do is just stay away from other people. Stay in, play video games, watch YouTube, watch Netflix, drink not too heavily, but drink, whatever. Do what you enjoy doing if you get locked down. And just chill out, relax, do stuff. Don't worry. Try not to worry. Plan ahead. That's all I've got for you today, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope wow, it's like 15 minutes. That's longer than I expected. I was trying to make it like 5, but I ramble, and I think I didn't ramble too much today. I think it was all mostly meaningful stuff. But hopefully it helps. All right. I hope to see you guys next time. Till then, guys, take care. I look crazy. All right.